Ponyfans.com here with quarterback Kyle Padron. And the last time we saw you suiting up, you were breaking SMU records for passing yards in a game, carrying an MVP trophy onto the plane. How much have you come down from that, and how do you sort of temper the expectations and the hype going into your first full year as a starter?
It took me, I soaked in for about a month. We didn't have anything, we didn't have school or anything, so I took it all in. And it was a great experience, but after that month, we got back to work, got up here and started working hard, and had an off season, and had a great off season. I felt I got a little bit stronger and a little bit quicker, and my accuracy is a little bit better now. And just going into next season, it's going to be fun. We're looking forward to getting started.
You've put on 20, 25 pounds since a year ago at this time. How much of that is simply growing into your frame at your age, and how much is a change in the strength and conditioning program here?
Some people attested to just growing up, but I feel Coach Mel's program has really brought me along well. They have some before and after pictures, and you can definitely tell a little bit of a difference. And I feel like I'm growing into my body as well, but it's definitely a testament to Coach Mel's program.
Okay, talking to Coach Mel a couple days ago, he was talking about the offensive linemen. He's working on their push because obviously the way they block, you have to be able to push. Defensive guys working on a lot of pulling exercises. What has he changed for quarterbacks? How is your workout routine different than it was a year ago?
I think there's more reps, quantity, and just getting good quality reps as well. He doesn't want us to go too heavy, but he wants us to get a good lift and feel a little bit of a strain just to build muscle and just get a little fatigue in us and just work through it. He's really come a long way with our speed as well. He saw us out here during the summer, and I think a lot of guys came along. I feel like I'm a little faster, and you see Bees and Darius, they're running the routes a lot more crisp and getting out of their breaks quicker. So,
a year ago, when you had your first couple of games under your belt, you gave a lot of credit for your transition into being a starter to Sheraton McNeil, knowing that you had that sort of security blanket behind you. He's now in San Diego, so can you redevelop that kind of comfort level or security blanket with this committee of running backs you have behind you now?
Yeah, with Zach Line, Chris Butler, Darrell Fields, Kevin Pope, Bryce Lundy, those are all pretty good names, and I'll take any one of them back there in the backfield with me. They can all create plays. They're all a little bit different, but they can all create plays out in the field, and they can make some guys miss.
All right, and speaking of security blankets, last year there were times when if you got in trouble, you always seemed to be able to find Emmanuel Sanders, now a Pittsburgh Steeler. Do you see a go-to receiver developing this year, or could this receiver core be a little more dangerous because there isn't one? It's more balanced this year.
I think we are a little bit more balanced. You're going to see Al. He came along in the Hawaii Bowl. Everybody saw what he can do, and I think people are going to be really scared of his speed. And you can't really sleep on Darius and Beasley, and then you got big old Brad playing at Z right now, and he's a big old body. You can throw a couple fade stops to him and hit the curls, and he's kind of more of a possession receiver. But if you look at our starting four, that's going to be tough matchups for anybody we play.
Emmanuel last year not only caught about 100 passes, but he also was maybe the most vocal guy on the whole team. Any of those receivers stepping forward and being a vocal leader with their younger teammates in that group?
I've seen Al and Cole really. Yesterday, Cole kind of got on the receivers yesterday. We struggled a little bit, myself included. We all struggled yesterday, but we credit that to our defense as well. The guys that Coach Mason and Coach Joe Herring have brought along, and you see Bees and Al really taking charge out there, and Al's kind of getting on me sometimes too. But everybody's stepping up, and we're going to be a good team, force to be reckoned with this year.
Okay, in the first couple of weeks of practice, it's looked like you and J.J. McDermott both are significantly more accurate than last year, threading the ball into double coverage, triple coverage. Is that a result of changing mechanics, or just more of a comfort level with your receivers, or different routes being called? What do you credit that to?
Coach Jones, Coach Morrison, really. They've opened up the playbook for us a little bit more this year. And, JJ and I have gotten a little bit more accurate, but, we're just more comfortable with the offense. You're going to see progression every single year, and right now me and JJ are really comfortable with everything we're doing right now.
In some of the stories and talk that's been going on in this offseason about guys who left, Emmanuel Sanders, Sheraton McNeil, a name that's gotten overlooked a lot has been Mitch Enright. As a quarterback, you obviously had a very close relationship with your center. How hard is it to adjust to a new center as opposed to new receivers, new running backs?
Mitch, he was a student of the game. You really saw he never missed a call. And, you're going to see Blake come in here, and he struggled a little bit last year, but, you can definitely tell a huge difference with him. He's more confident with every single call he's making, and He's real steady up front. I mean, our entire offensive line, I mean, you can't get a better 5 up there. So, I mean, they're going to protect me and they're going to do their job. And like I said earlier, we're going to be forced to be reckoned with.
With those key faces gone, Emmanuel, Sean Bray, Mitch, some of the other guys, how good can this offense be as you try to fill in those holes this year?
Well, we'll see the first game. We're not real sure yet, but you can see all the guys working hard out here. Al's practice habits have gotten a lot different. He's working harder every single day, running his routes, finishing, and we got more guys blocking on run plays. They're finishing the plays every single time, and we always talk about finishing the play longer than the opponent. And I mean, we got guys believing in our system, and that's what it's going to take this year.
From running the offense in practice every day, who's most improved in your eyes?
I don't think I can single out just one guy. I mean, everybody's come such a long way from last year, and we're all just more comfortable with everything we're doing. And I mean, I can't say anymore. It's just going to be fun.
Are you tired of watching Alabama's defense to study their formations because they're coordinators now at Texas Tech? What do you expect from that defense in terms of their alignments, their formations, personnel that may give you some challenges September 5th?
From the looks we're seeing that we saw in Alabama last year is they're bringing a lot of pressure, and that's what they rely on. They bring a lot of pressure, try and get me to make some mistakes. And I mean, I hope they do because we got some guys that can get by their coverage and just put points up on the board.
Does that mean maybe you stick with the veteran running backs a little more because they're more polished at the pass protection, at least early on?
They're coming along. I mean, like Zach said earlier, it's a process, and it's a process for every single person on the team. And I mean, they're gonna get some playing time. They're gonna make mistakes. Everybody does, and they're gonna learn from them. But I mean, hopefully they don't make too many. But I mean, they're gonna make mistakes and they're gonna learn from them. So it's not a big deal.